What's up, everybody? You're back in here with the Pro Football Pod. You've got Hulk, you've got Coach, we've got Austin back in here with us. We're dropping some waiver wire knowledge on you today. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below, because once we get 500 and we hit every 500 benchmark, we're going to give away a free jersey to one of you lucky viewers. So we'd love to give away 1,000 of them. Just go ahead and do it. Tell your friends, tell your family. Waiver wire picks for us, boys. We're into the season. We're starting to look at other options now with injuries coming in. Coach, we're going to throw it to you first. Who are we liking for the waiver wire this week?
I think Jordan Mason is probably available on most waivers right now. And it's probably... I would say J.K. Dobbins is the easiest decision.
I'm about to say
Jordan Mason might be the second easiest decision. And
but if you have the number one
between the two, I think I'd go Jordan Mason.
Really?
Because of the offense that he plays for. Now
J.K. gives you better value long term.
Potentially because of Christian coming back. But if Christian's got an Achilles that he's dealing with and Jordan Mason's coming out looking like a boss, I wouldn't care if I was the 49ers how much I'm paying Christian. I'd want him for the playoffs. So I'm going to be nice and slow with bringing him back. But I think Jordan Mason is legit.
And this is why it's kind of BS drafting a running back in the first and second rounds, because they go down quick.
Yep. I mean, dude, we already knew that McCaffrey had injuries if you were drafting at the end of August. If you drafted him with the top 3 pick, you're just asking for this shit to happen.
A calf strain is nothing to play with.
Not at all.
It's just a lingering injury
that turns into an Achilles at most times.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. So, Austin, who you got first on your list?
Well, it's pretty easy. If you need a tight end, Isaiah Likely is a baller. I mean, absolute machine out there. He put Mark Andrews into the dirt.
I think he'll ease. Now, Mark Andrews did play more snaps than Isaiah Likely.
The efficiency.
But he got nowhere near the target share or the opportunities that I Likely got. So
who's Lamar looking at whenever the game's on the line? He was looking at Likely.
No, I agree. And that's where, to me, like, if Likely is out there, he absolutely will be picked up. Like, if you have the first waiver wire pick, that's like the number one guy you're looking at, just because of opportunity and how hard it is to find a solid tight end to score for you in fantasy.
And he's shown us he did it last year. It's not
but
something.
If we're being honest, you should already have him on your roster, especially if you're a Mark Andrews owner.
If you were listening to this pod, then if you drafted Mark Andrews, you definitely picked up Isaiah Likely. That's pretty much the second thing we said after we said we really like Mark Andrews, but I also want to get Isaiah Likely in the last round of the draft.
I don't know about y'all, but in none of my leagues do I have a backup tight end on my bench.
If I have Mark Andrews, I have Isaiah Likely.
Players.
Yep.
But in every other situation, no, I don't have a backup tight end. It's not worth it. I'll get a guy off the waiver wire if my tight end doesn't hit.
As a Dalton Kincaid owner, I do have Dawson Knox on my team.
Okay.
And that's just because I know if Kincaid goes down, he's got the relationship with Josh Allen there. So you're good there. But that's in a deep dynasty league. In a normal league with a normal bench, I'm not rostering Knox. So there are stipulations there.
So staying on the tight ends real quick, let's just talk about Kobe Parkinson, because he's definitely getting fed over there. We got the injury with Puka.
It's Colby.
Yeah, I said Colby Parkinson.
No, you said Kobe. Your brother's name is Colby, and you called him Kobe.
I heard Kobe.
My God, dude. The disrespect.
I heard Kobe. Disrespect.
I'm sorry, my accent got in the way. Colby Parkinson. Now, this is someone who might have Parkinson's, Alex. So, yeah, he's definitely a beast. He looked, solid out there. And like I said, with the injury to Puka, target share is going to be up.
Agreed. So, he had 3 receptions on 4 targets for 31 yards. in a full PPR for a tight end, that's absolutely manageable. And if that production goes up, like it's easily a good thing. I would say I wouldn't spend a waiver wire slot on Colby.
No, you shouldn't need to.
I would
but...
wait until after waivers are over and then potentially drop someone to pick him up. Move Jake Ferguson into my IR if that's what I'm dealing with, and pick up a Colby Parkinson. I think that's a smart move.
Now, staying on that same team, I would pick up Tyler Johnson.
There we go.
Yes.
With the injury to Puka Nakua, Tyler Johnson came in last week, gave you 7 targets, 5 receptions, 79 yards. His longest, now granted, his longest reception did go for 63 yards. A lot of that was after the catch of him just making a play. And with those 7 targets, being second on the team behind DeMarcus Robinson and Cooper Kupp, which he was tied with DeMarcus, I like that. Like, that's something I want to see out of somebody who has Matthew Stafford throwing the ball to him. So I'm absolutely looking at Tyler Johnson there for you. Coach, who else you got on your list there?
Josh Downs. I think a lot of people are going to be really high on Alec Pierce just because of the 2 touchdowns he caught on the 3 receptions. I think whenever Josh Downs is healthy and playing, that he's going to be that guy. He's going to be the one getting those looks. And I think that he has a lot of value. I mean, just the amount of distance that this man can throw the football with that type of a speedster on your team. Like, he was the fastest player in last year's draft. I think that Josh Downs is easily someone to look at on the waiver. Again, it's someone you don't have to spend a top waiver wire. Nobody's paying attention to him. You might even be able to get him for free.
I want to applaud for AR staying healthy that whole game. That was awesome to see.
Hey, he stayed healthy for the first 2 last year. It wasn't
still took a couple hits where I was like, bro, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, did you not learn your lesson? Like, and I feel you there too with the Josh Downs stuff with Alec Pierce. Cause yes, you've got the 3 receptions, 125 yards in the touchdown, but
2
that
touchdowns.
Was on, no, just 1.
Oh, I thought
that was
it
on
was so nice
3 targets.
Yeah. 3
that
targets.
Was on 3 targets. So AD Mitchell was 2 very close catches away from having a very similar day.
The ball
to Alec
was
Pierce.
just out of reach too.
And so that's me to where, like, I do like Josh Downs is like this sneaky guy, especially whenever he comes back. Now, Alec Pierce, though, he is a guy you could also look at as the simple fact of if Anthony Richardson is going to continue to do the, well, Alec is down there somewhere, let's just throw it up to him. Okay, but you're looking at Robbie Anderson type stuff to where you're just praying for a deep ball.
Yep.
And we know the Texans got a pretty solid secondary. Who's that cornerback they have over there? It just shuts down everybody.
Derek Stingley.
Yeah. I mean, so who was he covering? Because who's the number 1 for? Pittman.
Yeah.
I think he was on
And
Pittman a good bit of the
had
game.
A decent game.
4 receptions for 31 yards on 8 targets. So I mean,
yeah, decent. Nothing to...
not what you wanted to see there out of Pittman. So my last guy that I probably would throw out there, and this is in very deep leagues, but I think it is somebody worth mentioning, is Greg Dortch. Just because of what he has shown you over the past couple of seasons, and you know he has that relationship with Kyler. And we got to be honest, like, until we can see Marvin Harrison Jr. at least just get the opportunity, I think Greg Dortch is worth a solid stash in your league, especially as Marvin Harrison insurance. Because if anything happens to Marvin Harrison Jr. injury-wise, Greg Dortch's value is going to shoot through the roof.
100%.
I think another player on that team to pay attention to is Michael Wilson. We've been screaming about him since last season. The guy is just like prototypical size, speed, athleticism, hands for a great wide receiver. Honestly, he just hasn't had the volume. He did get the touchdown this past week. He just didn't get the target volume for me to love him. But in really deep leagues, I think he's worth like potentially picking up. He's going to continue to have value. Honestly, at this point, it's Kyler. Kyler needs to stop running around as much and read the defense, make 2 or 3 reads, and then throw to the open guy and play it like a quarterback should.
Maybe at least glance at the number 3 overall pick. or 4 overall pick. Like, I don't know, maybe just at least look his way and see what's
especially
up.
for the game winner. Like, geez, dude.
Like, that'd be good.
He couldn't see him.
That'd be
Plain
good.
and simple.
Just throw it in his immediate direction, and Marvin Harrison will catch it. Damn it.
If he can play with
Just
stilts.
throw him the football, damn it. Just give it to him, hop to it. Hey, guys, we appreciate you hanging out with us. Hit that subscribe button down below. Just do it for us, just us personally. We're your friends. We're out here. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys. 500 subscribers, free jersey coming to one of you guys. At TulsiRoastTea.com is the sponsor. Peace out.
Peace out.
Peace out.